Hello, welcome to my channel. Renso here. This is my first video of this year. Happy New Year to everybody. Okay, let's paint. I have here titanium white, cadmium yellow light, cadmium red, alizarin crimson, burnt sienna, raw umber, and ultramarine blue. Let's see. First, as usually, I'm gonna start just sketching. I'm gonna use a burnt sienna, not too much paint, and the sketch is gonna be pretty simple. I start using straight lines, and this way I have an idea about the position of the head on my canvas, and if I should move it a bit more to the left, to the right. This is going to be my space for mixing the colors. You know that I use the same canvas as a palette. Let's see. The shoulder is going to be over here. At the same time that I'm drawing the whole head, at the same time I pay attention to the background. For example, this little portion here is what we call a negative space, a negative shape. If you draw this, basically you're drawing the contour of the face and the shoulder just by getting this shape. The same here, just by getting this shape, you're drawing the contour of the head, and the same happens around. I'm gonna complete the head here. Maybe not that much. I'm gonna insinuate an ear there. Okay, hello JJ, hello Tina. Hey, happy new year. Okay. Let's see. Since you notice my canvas, I toned this canvas with acrylic, and it's pretty close to the skin color. I mean, as a base, it's pretty good. I want to start painting the sky. Okay. Yeah, the sky, the shadow here, and her blouse. Yeah. Okay. With the same brush, just mixing white, ultramarine blue, and a little bit of raw umber. A bit more. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to paint it that because we see the sky is pretty light. I was thinking more like a grayish, bluish, grayish color, but great contrast. What I mean is that if you squint down your eyes, you're gonna see on the picture that the value of the sky, as how dark or how light it is, I think it's lighter than the face. I want to just have the sky a little bit darker than the face. And that way I have more contrast here. I'm not using any medium. I wanted to use a little bit of linseed oil. I just didn't go to the store to buy it. Hello Arabi. That's okay, you know, sometimes I just, if I use a medium, I use linseed oil. And if you check out the videos on my channel, maybe you're gonna see that half of the paintings, I painted half of them with linseed oil and the other half without any medium. But it doesn't mean that you have to or you don't need to use it. It's just like, for me, it's about getting used to, you know, using linseed oil or any medium. That's okay at the end. You can use whatever you want. paint the shadow on the face. When I start like this without a drawing, without the eyes, nose, and mouth, I'm squinting down my eyes a lot because I want to copy values, but I mean darker values, and building the face just with that, with the darker values. Okay, I'm gonna mix burnt sienna and raw umber, a little bit of white. Cadmium yellow light, cadmium red. Let's see. All this area is in shadow, and here is in shadow. The nose is in shadow. Eyebrow, the eye, and the contour of the face. And prepare more paint. Okay, now this eye here. When it's about the position of the eyebrows, eyes, nose, and mouth, I always measure. For example, I have here this 9, that's for the eyebrows. I have another one for the nose and the chin. Usually this distance is the same as this one. That could change a little bit if the face is tilted forward or backward. Okay, that could make one of the measurements a little bit higher than the other. Let's see. Hello, lads. Hello, Tanja. Hello, Paul. Let's see. Okay. Now, one thing that's pretty important is how tilted is the face. Okay, pay attention to the center line of the face. Usually, the position of the eyes is gonna be. Imagine that you have this line for the eyebrows and this for the nose. You split this in 3 portions and just this one to see the eyes. You can just. I'm not saying that you're doing this with oil like I'm doing here, but you can just practice drawing. That's the big way to practice the proportions. Okay, let's see. When I see this shadow, for example, on the nose, I'm thinking more than I'm painting the cast shadow from the nose. I'm thinking that I'm painting something flat, like it's just imagine that I cut a piece of paper and I try to get the same shape like this, something like that. Okay, and that's what I'm thinking. How tilted is this shape? Tilted to the right, to the left, and that's what I'm trying to copy. Okay. I need another brush. This is raw umber. Sometimes I change the colors, but you know what? I love the colors on this picture. Just try to find the complete picture I couldn't. You know to paint the ear. Okay. Now squinting down my eyes again, and if I see the whole face, when I squint down my eyes, I try to find the darker spots on the face. And I think the darker spot is this eye. It's not the shadow on the nostril. It's not the line between the lips. That sometimes we make the mistake to make that pretty dark and sharp. It's just this eye, the darker one. The next that's gonna be the pupil. There. Then the eyebrow. Okay. I'm gonna paint a bit more of the hair, more yellow, a touch of blue. The hair looks kind of a little bit greenish. Okay, a little bit of raw umber. Coming red to make it darker, just to create brown. Let's say just brown. A bit more of raw umber. Okay. Now I have kind of a simple structure. Now remember about simplification. I see the face right now and I just see this, okay? When I step back, a simple kind of triangular shape. And then pay attention to the center of the face, proportions, okay? Now, I'm trying just to right now see the values. Obviously, I have painted just the shadow. I want to paint just a mid-tone here for the skin color and a little bit of light. Now she's getting some, her face is being lit by the sun. That's why her face looks pretty orangey, yellowish. I need a clean brush. And let's mix orange, a little bit of white. Maybe this color is too bright. Well, that's okay. It's better just to have a, let's say, a mid-tone. We will see the light here. We can just paint just one flat mid-tone, and on top of this, add more values, more colors, lighter values. Okay, I think I got something closer to the skin color. Yeah. Okay, hello Mustafa, thank you. That's good. I should have painted the face a bit bigger. I don't know why. Looks like almost the same size of the, or a little bit bigger than the picture. Yeah? That's good. Okay, I was thinking, since this area is in shadow, I should darken up all this. One way that would be create contrast here by making this background lighter in the create contrast, but the other way that would be just make everything darker. In that way we don't see any contrast here, and we just see the light glowing on the face. But I could change my mind. As we paint, we kind of test what works and what doesn't work. I think right now this better just to paint all this dark. Okay, let's paint some lights on the face. This is gonna be pretty good for practice, because the lights on the face usually are on the same spot all the time. Okay, that could change a bit depending on where, if the light is coming from the left or the right or top or bottom, but usually we have the same lights in the same spots because of the anatomy of the face, the bumps that we have on every human face. Because of what? Because of the bone structure. I just add in more white. For example, here there's light. Okay, here too. Obviously, this one, it doesn't look as bright as this one. Okay. Now here on the nasal bone, there's another one, and you're gonna see this. If you check out, let's say, 1,000 photographs, you're gonna see always light here. It could be lighter, it could be brighter, it could be, a bit to the left, to the right, but that's gonna be there because that's the nasal bone. And this light usually goes down, it stops there, there's a gap, and then the highlight on the nose. The highlight on the nose should be the lightest, light on the face. Obviously, when the painting is wet, we have some issues. It's just like, for example, I see the color here, I put it down here, and it's not the same color. Obviously, the painting is wet. Now, next, light here, light because of the cheekbone, there's light here and there's light here. Okay, on the cheek here, and now this portion around the mouth, the light, it goes like this. There's a little bit of shadow. I cannot do that, but it goes like this. The volume, because of the mouth is going to one side and to the other side. And obviously the chin, which is a rounded spherical form. Spherical, oval, kind of oval spherical form. Now, thank you, Akshay. Now remember, those lights are on every face. All of them are going to be the same? No. You notice the highlight on the nose is on the photograph is lighter than the light on the chin. Okay. The same happens with the light on the nasal bone and the light on the forehead. Now there are more, obviously, because it's not just about that. For example, there's a bump here, there's another bump here, and then here. Below the eyebrow, that's not another thing, that the upper part of the eye socket. checking the center line of the face. I got a picture to my left, same size as my canvas. You know, the eye, it looks kind of greenish, grayish, greenish, the white of the eye. It's kind of funny that I paint with my eyes squinted down, which sometimes I say to see more, I almost close my eyes. It's not that, you know, but I'm trying just to copy values. That's that, and then I don't need to see details. That's why I squint down my eyes. And when I squint, if you squint on your eyes and you see the picture, you know, it becomes blurry. Yeah, yeah. That way, blurry. That's what I'm copying here. The same. Okay. And as I continue painting, obviously I open my eyes wide open to try to capture more and more details. Hello, Michael. Okay. I'm gonna blend a little bit. Now, even that the face looks like it has just one color. It's kind of yellowish, orangey color. Every human face has some reddish colors on the skin. That's because of the blood we have on the skin. I mean, not on the skin, not beneath the skin. Okay. I'm gonna use a little bit of red and white. Obviously, the sunlight is super strong that kind of mute any other color, but we see clearly on the picture how reddish is the lower eyelid. Yeah? Here on the upper eyelid, and then the nose, which I don't see it that clearly, but I know that the nose is a bit more reddish. Just remember when somebody's crying, how reddish, you know, you see the nose and the eyes and the chin, and now you notice that. Okay, that's not a nice picture. You know, somebody's crying in front of you, you're taking note about the colors. Yeah, but you know, yeah, forget about it. Don't do it. Okay, now the chin. Now I see this on the chin. No, sometimes I don't see the colors. I know that there has to be there, but the thing is that there are so many things that we don't see, and knowledge is the thing that start working when we're not able to see the things that we know. Yeah, we just paint then. Okay, I compare. I need more contrast. I need more yellow. Yeah, and besides that's so clear. Even the shadow now it doesn't look that dark. Okay, let's just put more paint. I'm gonna clean this brush, and just cleaning with just with paper towel. Hello, Diana. Thank you. Okay, what if I just pick up pure yellow? I mean, it's not completely clean. There's a little bit of red here. Okay, need more yellow. This is kind of yellow light. A bit closer to lemon yellow. Look at that. Oh, I need more white. See, the color works on the forehead. Here's one of the things why sometimes it's difficult, or for a beginner, let's say it's difficult to manipulate the oil paint. Why? Because not always, it's not like we mix the colors here on the palette and they stay like that. The mixture that you see in here right now is on the canvas. Look at that. I just have here yellow and white. Here is where I'm mixing the colors. And depending on how much paint I put on top, how much I stay here moving my brush more and more and more. Because it's different if I just pick up a little bit of paint and lay it down and don't touch it. Okay? But if I just stay here doing this, I'm mixing the paint. Sometimes we just want to lay down the paint, don't mix that much, and sometimes we want, we want to mix it here because we know it's not the color. Okay, I think that color is good. I think I need more white. Let's see a bit more. Yeah, no, this is a good area. This is gonna help me to work on the face. What did I do? It's just yellow and white. It's just that. Now you could say why you didn't do that at the beginning. It's so difficult. At the beginning, it's just the first layer. You're not sure about the colors. You just try to get closer. You're gonna make mistakes? Yeah, we all are gonna make mistakes at the first stages. All the process of painting is a process of adjustment. Changing values, changing colors. That's the process, that's the normal process. Michael, did you get any art materials for Christmas? Oh my god, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get, yeah. Deiji, hello Deiji, thank you. Hello Carlos, thank you. Yeah, but I did get some some gifts. Yeah, and I even I got some money. Yeah, which is kind of the same to just getting some materials because, man, as painters we always just spending on materials. Okay, as I paint here, I you should try to just be careful that this color, it shouldn't be as bright as light as the forehead. Why? Because the light is coming from the forehead. Okay, why? That's why we see a highlight on the forehead and we don't see a highlight on the chin. Okay, now what's gonna happen? That maybe you're gonna have a brighter, let's say, cheek. Yeah, that's okay. We have time to make adjustments, but we gotta think about that. Okay, where's the light coming from? It's just like it's pretty simple. What is closer to the light source, is lighter. Maybe not that much, maybe not a lot, but definitely it's lighter. I'm gonna blend a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why I wanna blend. I wanna blend a lot. Let's see. Okay. Usually the mistakes, I mean, my mistakes, I know my mistakes. I always make the same mistakes. And I could say that's kind of common. One thing is that at the beginning, I always start thinking that the shadows are pretty good. As I paint, I see the shadows just, they look lighter and lighter and lighter. You know, sometimes I nail them, like from the very beginning, which is pretty good. Yeah. Hello, Brigitte. Thank you. Okay. Mm-hmm. For the people that's new, this is a round brush. For blending, I use round brushes, but there's a difference when a round brush is almost new. You can see this they're kind of pointy. All of these three are the same brand. This is a bit more pointy. This is not that much. And look at this one. When it got to this stage, I used them for blending. Yeah, don't throw away your brushes. They could be useful. Sometimes for blending, sometimes just for, create some effect, some texture, something. I blend, I clean the brush, clean the brush. Clean the brush. Here I'm thinking about edges. There we're just working here, just this area. I'm trying to get a soft edge. Just here, and next to that, a sharp edge. Okay. Remember, if you want to paint along with me, you can join my Patreon. We paint Saturdays for 4 or 5 to 6 hours sometimes. we paint Fridays for 2 to 3 hours. Fridays we paint still life, landscapes, animals. We paint one Friday with oil, 2 Fridays with oil, 1 Friday with acrylic, and the last Friday of the month with pastel. Oh, no, I'm misconfusing. 1 Friday with oil, the next with acrylics, and the last 2 Fridays of the month with pastel. That's for Fridays. Okay. Let's see. A little bit of detail on the eye. Oh, first the eyebrow. I think this is too dark. Feel free to ask me any question. One common question is how the paint, it feels like just flowing on the canvas so easily without any medium. And the answer is because of the canvas. Okay. It's gonna take you a little bit of work, but buy, gesso or gesso, and add an extra layer to any canvas you buy. Because the problem is not on the brushes, it's not on the oil paint, it's because of the canvas. It's always about the canvases. Unless you buy the expensive one. Right? Okay. Okay, let's continue my eyes again. Let's see, some shadows. I need to find some shadows here. Okay. First, the hair is just here. That's the edge. Let's see. Between the hair and the forehead. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm gonna just add a little bit of raw umber, a bit of yellow to have a neutral brown. Okay. Shadow there. Goes down here. That's because of the eye socket. Shadow here. I think this is too dark, but I'm gonna blend it. But I need to see those shadows. On the contour of the face. Okay, obviously the shadow on the nose. There is a color shadow here on the nostril here, and the cast shadow in a reflected light. Okay, now shadow, another shadow here. This area. Okay. What else? Squinting down my eyes. Now on on darker side of the face, the same happens. I need a bigger brush. Let me see this one. Okay, darker. Here. Oops, I think that's too dark. Yeah, that's definitely too dark. Okay. There's gotta be a shadow here. It goes like this. Okay. That's because of the anatomy of the face. And there has to be a core shadow here. Why? Because the forehead is something that has a cylindrical form. And when you think about, you gotta think about the primary forms in order to have more information how to apply the light, midtones, shadows, core shadow, reflected light, all of that. Okay? Remember, primary forms: the box, sphere, cylinder, and a cone. Hello, Christine. Okay. Now, things that you need to know without seeing the photograph. There's going to be always shadow here, shadow here. What is here? The cheekbone. Shadow there. You don't see it? Sorry, it's got to be there. Okay, especially on this side, maybe we don't see it. Yeah? But here, it's got to be clear. Okay. Now, this is a muscle, the sternocleidomastoid muscle that comes from beneath the neck. It goes to the clavicles here. And this is the other portion of the same muscle. Two portions, this and this. They attach to the clavicle. And here's the other sternocleidomastoid muscle. The ear, that's gonna be apparent here because, you know, I usually look for references. I didn't do it. It means that I'm gonna just make it soft. It's so difficult to, or I'm gonna look for maybe a reference. I'm gonna try to give me a couple of minutes. Okay, let's see. The shadows. Just 1 second. I need to clean one brush that I forgot to clean. It's a really soft brush. comments. There's an equation. Michael is saying, is this your first portrait of the year on YouTube? Or are you still painting dogs and cats? Yeah, still painting dogs and cats. I think I'm gonna spend this year painting more dogs and cats than portraits, maybe than human portraits. But not on my channel. On the channel, I wanna just paint portraits again, like every Thursday. Maybe twice a week. I don't know, but. Yeah. Okay. 1 second again. I'm cleaning this brush. This is a pretty nice, soft brush, and I forgot to clean it. I'm using thinner right now. Thinner is pretty strong. Just gonna clean it just really fast. Okay. Or I was thinking that maybe to paint pets Tuesdays and paint portraits, human portraits on Thursdays. Okay, let's see if this is clean enough. On the air, just on the air. As soon as you get closer to the other color, I will say stop and clean it. Okay. Clean it. Okay. I need a little bit of red on this here. And I was thinking that I thought to make everything darker here, but now I'm thinking that maybe I could just add the same light that I see on the picture here. You hear some noises around. That's my little cat. I think she doesn't like my English because she doesn't do anything when I speak Spanish. Okay, let's put down more lights because it needs more lights. More light here and here, yeah, in the mouth. Oh, I need to soften this here. Just too bright and too sharp. Now a smaller brush for blending. This one. After blending, sometimes we blend away the shadows. If that happens, I mean, just gotta paint the shadows again. Okay, now let's add more lights to the face. Here. Another thing that happens after you blend, that because of the movement, you touch the other color that's a bit darker, and you see that the color is kind of clean. But after you blend, maybe you're gonna just pollute the color with the other color, and you're gonna get the one color that you didn't expect. But that's okay. It's just when you know that things like that happens, you just continue painting, knowing that you're gonna need to repaint a lot of things, put more paint on top, and just knowing that that's the process. I don't see shadow below the mouth, but there's always a shadow below the mouth. Okay, let's work on some details on the eyes. Oh no, a little bit of blending first. Yes, a little bit of blending. I need a little bit of light here on the filter. Okay, one thing that I want to do before I continue with the face is some reddish colors on the skin. Here, I need to see a little bit of red there. I think it's too light. I need to repaint that. Hello, Bob. Hello, Roman. Eman is saying, can I use this colors palette in case of acrylic paint, or there's a different? No, no, you can use these colors. That's okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Liliana is saying, what a wonderful contrast. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Hello, Gary. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The approach is different when depending. That's true. Depending on the medium. Yeah. Uh, but between oil and acrylics, I think there are some similarities. Obviously, the dry time is one thing that makes makes a difference. Yeah, but I'm thinking more about if I want to say that what would be more different between materials, that would be pastel. Pastel is so different from oil and acrylic. Obviously, it's a dry medium, and you don't mix colors that much. There is a mixture, but it's not like a mixture that happens on the palette. It's a mixture that happens on the paint. Yeah, I'm trying to find a difference. Maybe the difference that would be that with oil paint, you can mix more, or you mix on the palette and on the canvas. With acrylics, sometimes you don't have time to mix the colors on the paint. And at the same time, I'm gonna say it depends on how much paint you add. If you use any medium, yeah, so difficult. I think everyone is gonna have a different answer to that question. Okay, the eyes. What I'm doing here, the palette is kind of cleaning the brush. I don't have a rag. I used to have a rag, on below my easel, and I could do that on the rag. But I don't have too much space here to have a rag. Just because I have the easel here, and then below the easel a little table with my brushes. Hello, Manuel. Hello, Julia. When do you apply linseed oil, or do we always have to apply linseed oil to an oil paint? Oh, no. It's just, I could say that it's about just, first, okay, one thing, when you are painting, let's say that the canvas is not okay, it's sucking all the oil, then you need to use a lot of linseed oil, because it's gonna be so difficult to move the paint. If the canvas is okay, you're gonna move the paint without any medium so easily on the canvas. But let's say that you have always a good canvas. In that case, it's just about what you want to do, when you want to do it, or mostly maybe what you've been doing lately for a long time, like you got used to use linseed oil. Linseed oil is kind of difficult for you to not use it. Use it, I mean, that's okay. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I start using linseed oil and kind of I keep using it in the next painting and the next painting and the next painting, and you're gonna see me in the next maybe 6 months using linseed oil, and then I stop, and then I stop. In the next 6 months, I don't use any linseed oil. Okay, just maybe it's not a good explanation, but that's what happens. Sometimes we are not that good planning every little or every single detail when we paint with oils. What I used to do mostly, you know, and I use linseed oil is when I paint bigger areas, for example, a background. Yeah, in that case, I could use linseed oil. I've been painting uh, dogs, pets, and mostly in all of the videos that I've been painting pets, I've been using liquid. Yeah. And I love it. Yeah, but I love to use liquid for painting pets. I don't know why. Yeah. Maybe it's like because of working on the fair. Uh, I don't know. But that's not. It's not. Medium is not that important at the end. It becomes important when the canvas is not okay. Yeah. Usually, people start asking about the medium because they try to paint and they notice that the painting doesn't flow on the canvas. And yeah, that's the point of the canvas. It doesn't have to do anything with the oil, or it's better to paint with medium or not. When I have used liquid, I did that because of I wanted to paint first the paint to dry faster, to retouch it next day, and kind of like that looks like liquid add a little bit of thickness to the oil paint. But it's not like if I don't use it, eh, I'm not gonna be able to get to the same things, the same results. Oh, Gary is saying, I'm truly enjoying your pastel tutorials of pets and portraits. Thank you. Do you prefer blending pastels with fingers, stamps, or just with another pencil or pastel stick? Like prefer. I wouldn't say like I prefer one, with my fingers or stamp. It's just what the painting needs. Sometimes it's just easier to get an effect just using your fingers. Sometimes it feels that you have more control when you use your finger, and sometimes it feels that you have more control when you use a stamp because it's pointy. And yeah, another answer that's maybe that's not the answer you wanted, but it's like it depends on each painting. It depends on how much detail or how loose is the painting. Okay, I wanted to make it darker here, but I'm gonna need to make it lighter a little bit, just because of the contrast. That's something that I think that was gonna stick to the picture. You know, I wanted to keep it darker because I wanted uh, to see like let's see the whole painting. And when I see the whole painting, I wanted just to see the that the light is gonna be just on the face, not on the background. If you see the picture, the light is on the background, here in the sky, and the face too. I didn't want that for my painting. Okay. And now I'm adding a little bit of light because I need the contrast, especially here. Okay, maybe just there. Not make it lighter all the way up. Now here too. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, let's continue working the eyes. Have a lot of work to do on the eyes. Oh, Eman is saying why Lindsay Doyle can understand its role. You know, it's just make it's just like water when you paint with acrylics. We usually use water. Lindsay Doyle is kind of the same for oil. Make the painting thin and move the paint and make it just flows on the canvas. But you gotta try it. You gotta try paint with linseed oil and without linseed oil, and then you're gonna see the difference. It's not like a subject in the School of Art that says, "Hey, you're gonna use linseed oil." Oh, no, I don't remember anybody saying, "Hey, we're gonna use linseed oil." Yeah, I don't remember that. Yeah. But maybe the teacher said that at least once. I don't know why I don't remember that. Mm-hmm. Okay, I need to darken up here. Okay, there. I'm gonna blend a little bit the eyes. I don't know what happened. By this brush, I clean it with I did clean this one with thinner. It's kind of still stiff. I love this one because it's the one that I use for blending. Pick up a little bit of yellow. I need to light up the eyebrow here. I might use it for the hair too. Okay. If you like my painting, don't forget to press the like button. If you want me to paint your pet's portrait, let me know. You want me to paint you want me to paint your house, let me know. Yeah. Okay. I think the chin is a bit pointy. Robert say, muy bien, maestro, gracias. I'm gonna use more white for the forehead. Okay, a little bit of raw umber. With ultramarine blue. Okay, the ear. Here's the problem. You know what? I'm not gonna paint the ear. I'm gonna add some hair. need some black, ivory black, just a little bit. And raw umber, a bit more of raw umber. Now let's see, raw umber and black. I'm thinking right now that this is too dark, but I wanna just see if works. I don't know, making all this dark. Okay, a little bit of red here. There's gotta be a shadow there. I think I added too much red on this brush stroke. Okay, need to work on some details on this eye here on the left. I see that that's the, speaking about values, when I squint down my eyes I see this eye, pretty dark, the iris, and the shadow on the nose. Yeah. Okay, this work on the eye. Gary saying I have just started drawing with color pencils and I find it the most difficult to use, especially doing portraits. Any tips on using colored pencils? What papers should be used? Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. You know, I don't know about what special paper you should use. And but I haven't tried so many. Maybe I have tried pencils, but when I did, I just pick up any paper that I had in my studio, and I said, okay, this paper is thick enough, looks good enough. That's it. I didn't think too much about quality or anything more, but definitely don't use such an expensive paper. A good one, special for for pastel or for drawing. I don't know about any brand for drawing with pen pastel. I love this Strathmore paper, Strathmore drawing paper. I like it. Yeah. The thing is that I don't know if that's gonna work for pencils. If anyone knows about some paper, feel free to write it down on the comments. Mm. There are so many mediums to try. That's pretty nice. Uh, Personally, maybe there's gonna be some mediums that I don't think that I'm gonna have time to practice or to master. One is gonna be watercolor. I think it's a difficult one. The other one that is that I see sometimes some drawings just with pencils and it looks like photographing. I say, wow, that's amazing how they can get amazing paintings just with pencils. And I think I should try that. Wow, but I see like it's a lot of work. Hello, Jonas. Hello, Sylvia. Hello, Eric. Thank you. And I don't know if I should try, but I think that's gonna be pretty good too, just to learn to be patient. But definitely there's a lot of work on pencils. There's gotta be light here. Remember that the eye is a sphere inside the eye socket, and the light that hit the spherical form is going to represent it with, for example, here. There's light here. It goes to a midtone and shadow. Okay, the same happens here. Mm-hmm. Pretty difficult to get all the details. Try to paint a core shadow here. Another core shadow here. To represent the roundness here. Now here too. See, hello Jan. Thank you. Happy New Year too. Lilian is asking me, it is canvas or panel? It's canvas. Glad to be back. I've been painting. I've been painting cats and dogs. I've been painting some pet commissions. I love them. But you know, I paint everything, not just portraits. But here on the channel, I mostly paint portraits. Okay, this is not okay. One thing that I ran out for this new year, it was this liner brushes that I used to have a lot. I don't have any of them. It's pointing number 000. I need to go and buy I'm gonna buy like maybe 40, 50 brushes. Here there's a little bit of light because of the bump there, and here there is a coarse shadow, goes like this. Okay. Now I could add more colors, some purple for the shadow, just pretty lightly. Okay, let's see. Hello, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hello, Ivan, saying good morning from Australia. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I need to add more light to the face. I think I have some Naples yellow. Maybe this one is gonna work pretty good. Okay, let's see. This Naples yellow is from Rembrandt. Oh, I like it, I like it. I'm just adding the Naples yellow, just pure. But obviously remember that every time that we blend, we're mixing the color here. A little bit of pink. A bit more pink. Clean the brush. More white. You try. You see, you can if you think that the color is not okay, pick up a clean brush. Oh, this is not clean anymore. I need to clean it. And blend on top. Okay, what's gonna happen? Obviously, that both colors are gonna mix together. Now, be aware of that. Okay, white is the lighter color, but it's not bright. Yellow is bright. What it means, if I add white, I would make the forehead or all the skin color, in this case that is kind of yellowish, a bit mute. No bright, mute. But maybe that's what the painting needs. It could be. And just like that, you need to continue making adjustments. Light, shadows, light, shadows. I need more light here again. Maybe darken up the shadow again. Just be patient and go over the same areas. You gotta be prepared, to do the work of just repainting here and there, cleaning the brush, painting again. Yeah, that's what it takes. Every time that I'm painting here and there, I'm just thinking about how bright is this area, for example, compared to the forehead. The painting is not just in smaller areas. The painting is always about the balance between everything, every part of the face. Okay, I need to work on the eye on the left. Maybe I was thinking that I should narrow the face on the left side here. Hello, the young saying, will you be live every Thursday at this time? Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. Thank you, Michael. Hello, Gabe. Happy New Year too. Hello, Mady. Mady from Sweden. Thank you. Gary saying, a tip for pastel painters. After I sharpen my pencils with a blade, this is a comment from Gary George. With a blade, I use sandpaper to get a finer tip and then bump off pastel from the paper into a small flat container and use it like a pen pastel. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna do that definitely. I think I'm gonna save on pastel if I do that. Because sometimes after a pastel session I have a lot of dust. I just throw it away. Okay, I got a question from Jonas. When painting the light, what yellow would be the best? Cadmium yellow or lemon yellow or a mix of them? I think I like cadmium yellow for this portrait. What happens with lemon yellow? It has this kind of greenish tint, and it could be useful for another portrait. Yeah, definitely could be useful, but I think for a skin color, for any skin color that is getting lit by the sunlight, I think cadmium yellow is works better. Cadmium yellow light which is this one. Cadmium yellow, like uh, I have a cadmium yellow that's kind of closer to orange. I don't like that one that much for a painting like this. Cadmium yellow light is the one that I think it works better. But it depends. Uh, the cadmium yellow light I have here is a brand that nobody's gonna get. This brand is Gamma. It doesn't exist anymore. It's a Peruvian brand. Yeah, there's no way that that anyone is gonna get this. And myself, I'm not gonna get another tube of this paint ever. Okay, it doesn't mean like, it's no big deal, but I would say that it's a bit different when you have a different cadmium yellow light from different brand. It's not like a huge thing that, hey, no, but definitely it's a bit different. The same happens, for example, with this is Naples yellow. This one here, this Naples yellow is what is this one? Naples yellow deep from Rembrandt is different from the Naples yellow from Winton or Winsor Newton. Yeah. And when we speak about colors, pigments, yeah, it's just like we speak about an ingredient for a food. Yeah, but that ingredient is a bit different from the one that you got there, from the one I got here. It doesn't mean that we're not gonna be able to get to the same point. At the end, it's not like we add pure colors to the painting. No, every time we mix the colors, we don't mix them on the palette. They get mixed here on the canvas. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. More questions? Hello, Mark. Hello, Ellen, beloved. Thank you. Good night. Good night, Ashkash. Pretty sure it's pretty late where you are. Thank you for being here. Well, I don't know if it's late, but since you're saying good night, here it's not night yet. I'm going over the face, trying to get the darker spots. Here, for example, a little bit darker. I did this before, but we gotta just do it again and again. You know, every time that we continue painting, we just move the drawing, move the values, change the values, move the drawing. Mm-hmm. Do you think the hair just changed the face? I think I should narrow the face a bit here. And if some people tell me that they don't get the not notifications from YouTube sometimes, you can join to my Patreon account for free. There's an option that join as a free member, and I post the link on my Patreon account too. And you don't get the notification from YouTube, you can get it from Patreon. Now look for the option, okay, because obviously Patreon, it has a lot of paid options. You just join, it says there, join as a free member. You don't need to pay anything. I mean, you won't get access to what is inside in Patreon, but you will get the notification because I post them every time that I go live on YouTube and Facebook. I'll post the link on Patreon. Okay. Okay, I need to. You know, I think her face is skinnier, thinner, and I got her face a little bit thicker. Okay, I want to see the chin. Still think that I need to move the light a little bit down. Too much forehead? Okay. just noticed that there is a little bit of light on the neck here. I didn't see it. Almost done? What do you think? No, when to stop? When to stop? I don't know, that is because I added more head to the left. Maybe I should reduce the size of the hair. But I think I got the face a bit wider. Or it could be just, the picture, since the picture obviously it looks that the face is narrower. It could be that, or it could be just that I need to narrow the head here. Anyway, I try to do my best about the likeness. I think it's close enough. The likeness is like that. Some days you got it, some days you don't. Don't worry about that. Every time you paint, worry about proportions, about values, about edges. Okay. Something is different about the expression of this eye. I think I should move the upper eyelid a little bit up. It could be. Another thing is that I don't have the tear duct. I just need a touch of red here. Here too. It's light blue. It's a highlight. I'm mixing with a little bit of Naples yellow for the light here. I need to buy the liner brushes. It's difficult to work without the liner brushes. Mm-hmm. What do you think? It's okay? I should stop now. I should have stopped it 10 minutes ago, an hour ago. Making this a little bit soft. This one too soft. Okay, hello Carmen from Brazil. Okay, brushes down, saying Gary. Hello Tanja. Thank you, Liliana. Okay. You know what kind of uh, hold me down here from just kind of stopping this? Just this eye. I think it's too dark, and this is too light. You know, I see that on the picture, but on the painting it doesn't look okay. If I just maybe tomorrow I'm gonna see the painting without seeing the picture, without having to compare with anything, and pretty sure I'm gonna think, hey, that eye is too dark. I'm gonna light up the eye a little bit. Not thinking about how close is to the picture, just thinking about my painting and how everything is working here on my painting. Because differences, there's gonna be always differences. Okay, that's for sure. I just wanna be sure that my painting is gonna work alone, not obviously not with the photograph next to the painting to say, hey, you know, this eye looks darker here because it was like that on the photograph. Okay, a little bit lighter. Even that this in shadow, I think the eye is too dark. Now I think it's better. The only thing that still just bothers me a bit is just the width of the face. Maybe I should narrow here a bit more. Maybe there. Another thing that I think I made a mistake is the width of the forehead. Maybe moving the forehead a little bit up. Or maybe it's the highlight is too bright. Too many if. If this is this, if this, if that. It's the first painting of this year. I like it. What I think it needs a touch of brush stroke of this blue. Yeah, I like it. I like it better with a touch of contrast. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Nice to see a lot of people. And see you all next time. I think that's enough. Enough for today. You see what I'm doing? I lay down the brush stroke first and then I lightly make this movement. Lightly. On the air, just on the air. Here I'm pressing a bit harder. It's just like working with pencils where you can just control how much pressure you add. Press harder, press lighter. That works too for all your paint. something that I have changed that I don't want to retouch it because I think it's gonna be difficult. I changed. She's looking to the left. On my painting, she's looking to the almost kind of in a front view. Yeah. Almost a front view. I'm not gonna be able to fix that. And I think since both eyes are just looking to the same direction, that's okay. I would love to get the likeness just 100% perfect. But I think we all know that that's almost impossible. We need more time. And even with more time, it's difficult. Okay. Now that's it. Pretty happy with my first painting of the year here on YouTube and Facebook. And Patreon. Yeah, because I got the link running, you know, on YouTube, Facebook, and Patreon. Okay, take care, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to press the like button, and see you all next time. Thank you, Julia. Oh, Marion. Hello, Marion. Marion saying, thank you so much, Marion. This is an answer to Iman. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna read this. This is from Marion Azucena. It's saying the on oil paint. It's about linseed oil. It makes the oil more fluent and delays the drying process. Some oil pigments, especially the professional ones, are very dry and have the consistency of a paste. So linseed oil helps to stretch them over the canvas. Well, thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Julia. Okay, now I go. Bye, everybody. See you all next time. Bye. Next week. Oh my God. You know that I'm gonna stay here just one more minute. I think just that. You know, for a second I saw this and I thought I need some light here. And I was thinking about the cheekbone, the light on the cheekbone, and the rounded form of the face. Anyway, okay. Bye, everybody.